Chris Cornell started Temple of the Dog with Stone Gossard and Jeff Ament, who were former members of Mother Love Bone, with Andrew Wood, the one who they were doing the tribute to, Chris's former roommate and very close friend, as well as Soundgarden's drummer Matt Cameron and guitarist Mike McCready. Andrew was this guy with like a huge personality who people think should have been the biggest rock star in the world, and likely would have been if he had not died in March of 1990 at 24 years old. Chris wrote Hunger Strike for Andrew, and originally there was only going to be one singer in the band, him. But when the time came in the studio to record the vocals, he was struggling to achieve the sound that he had in his mind. He just couldn't quite get a low enough register. Eddie Vedder was in the studio that day. He was waiting for a rehearsal with those other four guys who were in the midst of starting a new band called, at the time, Mookie Baylock, eventually to be renamed Pearl Jam. And with what Chris remarked were a considerable amount of balls at the time, Eddie walked up to the microphone and sang the lower parts, exactly the way that Chris thought it should sound. This was the very first time that Eddie Vedder ever recorded his singing voice. A voice that would go on to be definitive of his generation. A light bulb went on in Chris's head and he realized that this guy's voice was absolutely perfect. And they decided to make the song a duet. It was insanely powerful and the song was a massive hit on alternative radio and remains so to this day.